Bro, Plata, we're black. We suck at this. Where's your camera? Bro, Plata.
I don't know, Tim.
You know, to be fair, when we use StreamYard all the time, we were good at this. We figured it out. But it's just because we haven't used it in a while that we've kind of forgot how to work it. What's going on with your camera? All right. You know what?
Tonight's the night, bro, Plata talks
Over
about it.
What?
I am sad inside, I am. Please, Mom, take me to the skate park. Okay. Hi, guys.
They when skateboarding kind of became like a big thing in the I don't know around here at least in the late 90s maybe
2000s?
yeah
Well,
late 90s
90s,
early
2000s.
2000s yeah but it was funny because when it started becoming a thing like all the old heads around here were like complaining about kids skating everywhere like oh they're skating on the benches and they're kickity flips on the park bars and they're blah, 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 blah. So their solution was to build a skate park, and they built a skate park. It's been there at least 20 years. So it's just funny that they built it because people were complaining
Yeah,
about it.
that.
What the hell, Tim dances, dude?
Well, that's kind of how.
The truth is, yes. I'm
Yeah.
just don't have a whole lot of dancing in me anymore because I don't have the cardio for it. But I used to dance all the time.
No, I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's true.
Going like this doesn't count as dancing, Tim.
Dude, I used to go hard in the paint back in the day at the Oracle, like 10 years ago. Yeah, dude. I
The
went hard to paint.
Oracle.
Yeah, in Canton. It's still there. Actually, it moved. It's on the same street, but it's in a different building. I haven't been there since I moved it. Anyway, but it was like white people. They had white people dance nights, and they played this, I don't know, white people dance music.
I never was like a club kid. I was never.
That one was kind of fun because like people I knew from Buzzbin, from doing comedy at Buzzbin, would go there too. So it was just like just those two bars, and those two bars or that one street with like 4 bars on it. I was Canton famous. Everybody knew who I was in like 4 bars, and that was kind of cool for a minute.
Canton famous. That's funny.
But just downtown Canton famous.
I wish I was Willowick famous at this point. Like
I don't know if I want to be T County famous. Because it's usually for something else. You know?
Well, no, I was about to say it'd probably be the greatest thing to come out of T County in a long time.
People are aware that I'm the comedian. They are aware of that, but not everyone. But
what's the one grocery store that we went to? Not the Giant Eagle, the other one.
Bueller's.
Yeah, you're just in Bueller's, and somebody taps their like husband, like Harold. It's the comedian that lives down here.
I thought that guy from Harry Potter died. Yeah. What was I gonna say? When I did Bill Squire's room in Cleveland, some old lady in the back who was yelling at everyone, yelled at me. She's like, "You look like the guy from Harry Potter." I'm like, Hagrid. I'm like, you don't have like a weird fetish to fuck Hagrid, do you? Because if you so, I'm leaving right now. I'm getting the hell out of this city.
I mean, have you seen him without makeup? He's an okay looking gay chub. Like he would kill on the grinder scene now.
He's I hope not. He's dead. But
well, that's
anyway.
Well, I'm talking about like if he was alive now. I knew that Hagrid died.
Anyway, I'm not wearing pants. I forgot to put pants on.
Yes. Wait a minute. Now I have to get up and no pants party. I'll go. I'm taking my pants off, Tim. I've been waiting for this day for 222 episodes.
This is at least the second one I've done without pants. But you know what? I got fooled because I have these new underwear that are kind of longer. They're close to my knee. So I kind of thought I had shorts on. But oh, dude.
You got compression shorts on, but anyone's with your skinny thighs, they're all compression shorts.
I have man thighs. Thank you very much. Anyway, man calves too. Unlike Ray.
I have John Jones calves, very small, so it's good for fat switch.
You want to see my little wound?
Oh God, you see
it?
Your scar.
It's a little wound, not little wound spelunker.
Wound
I
spelunker.
Yes, hold on. I have a motion. I move that for now on the show, when we refer to our penises, we call them wound spelunkers. I need a second. Wound spelunkers. Oh, my old wound spelunker's itching down there. All right, anyway.
I went wound spelunking the other day. It was horrible.
Wound spelunking. All right,
Wound.
here we go.
I do like also wound
I just
spelunking
showed
the
everybody
punk
my
rock
underwear
band.
too.
You have.
There it is.
I love how like I'm the hairy guy on this show. Like you were very.
That's where I have like the most hair in
boy.
my body, other than my upper body. The most is on my stomach right there. I don't have much on my chest, but on my stomach is
Oh yeah.
good bit.
Fur all
Yeah,
day.
Ray's a gross missing link type person.
I am. I think if I got a 23andMe, it would say I'm at least like 5% Neanderthal. Like I'm one of the people keeping the gene alive. He's purebred. He's Neanderthal. How did this happen? Oh, that would be funny if there was still some Neanderthal blood in somebody out there. Clone one. Bring back Neanderthals.
Yeah, they're bringing back the woolly mammoth, or at least they're making burgers out of it. I mean, I think that's how you do it. It's distinct. Don't fuck with nature too much, man. If it's going extinct, it's not supposed to be here anymore, okay? However, if you want to make burgers out of it, I'm all for it, dude. You want mammoth burgers? All for it, dude. I want a fucking pterodactyl wing.
Dude, yeah. But you think, though, like they would rebel at some point. Hey, ooh, okay.
That's Ray's other podcast.
Next week, I got Gavin McInnes coming on.
Hey, 4 watts, 5 watts. Jeez.
Hey, just because, society is looking down on you right now doesn't mean we still won't be the master race. It's okay.
You know what? We don't even need to make those jokes. We'll just pass on. Hold on, one more time. The thoughts and opinions of Ray Highclack are definitely not those of Tim Danko. Or Pulse.
No, yes, not. Paul says need not be for that one.
I forget what I was going to say. There's something to do with before you interrupted me with racism.
You mammoth burgers.
Make those jokes. No. Oh, mammoth burgers. Yeah. Let's just do it. I'm all for it. What a pterodactyl wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eating an extinct like I would love for somebody to find a dingo, like a mummified dingo, so we can bring that back. I'd like to go dingo hunting.
Don't bring the animal back. They can do that with beef and shit, which are, I think someday, possibly in our lifetimes, if we live to at least average white man age, then we probably would eat some sort of grown in the lab meat. I believe. I think it's going to be a thing here. So, it already is a thing, but it's going to be like you're going to be able to buy it in grocery stores at some point.
Yeah. There are still dingoes. And what am I thinking of? Dodos.
Dodos.
I would love to find like a mummified dodo and have like dodo eggs.
Sure, they probably
live life like the Flintstones.
Yeah, dodo omelet. Why not?
Yeah, bro. Maybe like we change the thing from Thanksgiving to the dodo bird, like the turkey to the dodo, because it's so good. Like we're missing out on food sources, man. We need to look back in our genealogy history.
Dude, I have a feel. I bet woolly mammoth isn't even any good.
I've never had elephant, so I can't really tell you.
You put it on a pedestal, man, but I feel like you'd be like, we've had animals that we've been breeding for thousands of years to be food.
Yeah,
I think we probably got it down pretty good, right? So I'm assuming that the woolly mammoth probably not that great.
I would feel like it tastes like gator, kind of chewy.
Well, I don't think it'd be anything like gator. It'd be more like buffalo.
No, I don't think so. I don't know what elephant. That's a pickled deer right there. Actually, it's a dildo.
Ah, mhm.
Which is
Highbrow entertainment tonight.
the best drinking and dancing. Maybe
Where's Pulse?
I don't know. You might message him. I messaged him to tell. I told him it's 7 our time. He is not here. Maybe
Dude,
the
so
chupacabra. If we caught a chupacabra, I'd like to at least try some of it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would cut out probably part of its horn too, snort it, and see if I get. It's like an aphrodisiac. You never know.
what if it was the opposite?
It's like a bad DMT trip.
Yeah. Makes you feel like garbage, bro. So the other day, I think this is about a week ago at least. Whatever this happened. I'm looking at my phone. I'm seeing the apps. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't download this app. What the fuck is X?
Oh, you
And then I
don't.
click it. I heard it in passing, but I didn't realize there was going to be a whole change. And then I'm like, oh, it's fucking Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But why'd they change it? Twitter was fine name. X is fucking stupid. Although it is funny to hear OJ Simpson go, "Hello, X world."
Hello, not like my ex that I did not murder.
Dude, did you see his last X rant?
No, but I gotta get up on the juice again.
Yeah, he's talking about somebody getting a lighter sentence in whatever was it, Colorado, whatever state he got 9 years in or whatever it was.
Nevada.
He was complaining about his sentence for that compared to someone else's sentence. Like, they killed somebody and I got 9 years for a kid. Like it's great because you don't have to say what you're thinking because everyone's thinking it. Like, you don't have to make the comment because everyone's like, it's great. It's they don't.
I had
don't
to
need
give
the comments.
That pulses in the chat, but not on the show. The heck?
Fault? Did he not tell you we had a show today? We told you because he asked us on Tuesday.
No, and I messaged him and saw if he could be here today.
Oh, he needs the link. Could you send him the link?
No, just go to here. Just hold on. I'll send you.
He's coming.
Oh, it's just weed on my arm. I thought it was a tick. I've gotten very paranoid.
Yeah.
I
know someone who one time had a tick. Found a tick on the tip of his wound spelunker.
It's like the leech scene in Stand By Me.
It is, I don't know if they get. You know, I'm gonna tell the story. I think I could tell this story. They'd be okay with this. No, maybe not.
No names.
No, it's just not.
No names. It's not as long as you don't use names. You're fine.
They're my family members, so I'd have to call them by the family member name.
No, you wouldn't. You use they. You use them. You use. It's non-binary pronouns. Bro.
Now at this point, I'm giving you so much information that if I said it, you figured it out anyway.
Look, Cousin Mike doesn't have to do shit about.
I know, Cousin Mike. Nah, it depends what it was. If it was something illegal, I wouldn't know. It's not Lark, but no, the man was probably in his 60s. His wife probably was still in his 60s, and his mother was still alive. So
you're giving way too much detail. You should just
in her 80s,
cut the fat.
I know, but it's funnier this way because it's funny because they're older. He had a tick on the tip of his penis. He shows his wife. She's like, "What is that?" And then the mom walks in. His mother walks in. 80-year-old mother seeing like his dick out, and she freaks out. She doesn't know what's going on. Goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and like runs away. Like, no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think.
I got a tick on my dick. I got a tick on my dick, mama.
So he went to the hospital. He's like, "What do we do?" And I forget what they did. I forget what they did. I mean, they got it out, but I forget how.
Hopefully go to the fucking hospital, bro.
Dude, where my family lives, at the time there was a hospital, but now they closed the only hospital. So the closest hospital is like half an hour away at least.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and I feel bad because a lot of all my family's older. Not all of them, but a lot of them are older. I'm like, where you gonna go if something happens? I mean, well, the nearest hospital, which is half an hour away.
They they go to what was the old guy from Walking Dead?
I don't know. I didn't watch Walking Dead.
Oh, you never watched Walking Dead?
I'm not into that.
Oh, it was one of the only shows I really got into. Where it was like, fuck yeah,
Did
man.
they ever stop it, or is it still going?
Fear the Walking Dead is happening now, but they ended the Walking Dead recently.
That's when I don't like blame like Ted Lasso for only being on 3 seasons, although I think they might come back with a spinoff. But because sometimes they just go too long and it gets just kind of shitty.
I've said it on this show. Before. Well, I've said it on this show before. The biggest culprit ever for like shows going on too long is HBO. Like HBO does not know how to pace a show or seasons at all. Like the
Game of Thrones could have probably been done about.
Okay, press the blue bar underneath your face, Pulse. Press the blue bar underneath your face. What?
Can you not do it from where you are?
I can't. He needs to go through what everybody else does. The checking of the camera.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah,
like the basic shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something I just can't do on, I said do. On
you can't do that
from my end.
But you just got to hit the
go. Yeah, just enter studio, Pulse. You'll be good.
I like that because you can check your hair.
Yeah.
Check your mic. Make sure you have pants on.
That's why I came like this, because I'm like I'm gonna.
The way I know it's not, but the way your hair is with the headphones looks like you have just like a sad comb over.
Yes.
You're trying to like hide a big bald spot.
Hey, I'm still young. I'm with it.
Yeah, but you got that Dr. Jerry Buss comb over.
and probably his body count at this point in my life.
You had a pretty damn good
man.
One. I think did it started the new season of the Showtime Like Your Show on HBO. I haven't watched it yet though. There he is.
Brothers.
Wow.
Are you wearing the Astros hat just to piss us off?
Apparently.
We didn't even talk about what happened last Tuesday, before this week ago, when we were on the show. When you weren't here, but it's when Valdez threw a no-hitter against Cleveland. I didn't see it because I was doing this show, and afterwards I'm like, did we just get fucking no-hit while I was doing Bro Plata?
Yes, Tim.
We did. It's funny, as a team, we haven't thrown a no-hitter since 1981. Len Barker, they talk about it every week. Baseball fans here, they talk about Len Barker's perfect game constantly, and it was 42 years ago. So we need another one.
I think somewhere in this I think in this house,
the 22
somewhere.
one doesn't bother me. It's the 17 one that bothers me a little bit, because you can't hate Dusty Baker. I can hate Jose Altuve for his entire career, and see him not get in the Hall of Fame because writers are going to be pissed at him.
What?
Dude, they don't let steroid people in. They're going to let him in?
That man is a former MVP.
So is Barry Bonds.
And? They said Ted Bundy was a nice guy too. What are you trying to fucking? Well, yeah, no, like
exactly the same. Sure.
To me, it takes a level of sociopath to like rig baseball that to rig 100%, baseball like that.
100%. I don't think he was the one who started it, but I mean the thing is, it was a lot of them in on it, which is why.
And to wear the thing on his chest.
Cleveland played Toronto today, and everyone still boos George Springer like hard.
They should.
They all do. No matter where that team, wherever they are, they get booed. I think Evan Gattis gets booed in the grocery store. I'm just glad Bagwell. What?
I was just saying. I'm just glad Bagwell and Biggio got in. You know.
Especially Biggio.
Yeah, because
he's a great player.
I mean, Bagwell too.
were.
I mean, he was one of my
They
favorite
both
players
were.
growing up.
But I don't know. I don't listen. I'm usually more pro base hit hitter than power hitter. You know, I'd rather a guy who's going to bat 320 for me and hit 18 home runs than a guy who's going to bat 260 and hit 40. That's just me.
But hell of a first baseman too.
He was a good first baseman. He wasn't very
Hell
big. He wasn't very tall. Yeah, undersized first baseman. I mean,
yeah, but he was quick,
not wide, but
quick and flexible. Like that was hit. Like he fucking would do amazing shit sometimes.
Was
like,
his entire career with Houston in the National League? Or
yes.
Was it? Okay. So he couldn't DH at all.
No.
Back when baseball was right.
Yes, I miss pitchers fucking hitting.
Me too,
so much.
man. Yeah, and they're talking very seriously. I think I don't know how seriously they're throwing it around.
Stop changing the game, Manfred. You
I know.
Fuck.
I know. He's already done so much. Don't fucking take the American League and National League away. That's been around for so long. Don't fucking take it away. Don't do it.
I heard you told me about that.
Yeah, and they're thinking about realignment altogether. I mean, it would be like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Detroit.
I mean, I don't hate
one of the Chicago teams.
I don't hate that division.
I don't hate that division either. But overall, can you imagine the Yankees and the Mets being in the same division? It'd be awful.
No, it would be epic to watch the games because it would be like
they're playing
5
20
shots
times a year.
and a riot at Mets Stadium. Like,
it's just American League, National League, and players to this day still say that National League Baseball, American League Baseball isn't the same. Players that play in both leagues.
No,
although I think that will even out more the more years we are removed from pitchers hitting, but who knows?
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I'm happy I get to see pitchers hit one more time in 2021 when we went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I got to see. Never saw it before. Cleveland pitcher try to hit, and Sam Hedges struck out.
You've never seen that, have you?
Not Cleveland, no.
Oh, okay.
I've been in like 2 National League games before that. That was when I was a kid. One was I was in 8th grade. We went to Cincinnati, and one my little league team because my little league coach was a Pirates fan. We went to a Pirates game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's when San Francisco played them, and when it was Barry Bonds playing against the Pirates, and they booed him, and it was hilarious.
I'm trying to think. Oh, we used to have a guy who was a pitcher, and he was one of our like top guys. And for
Tim Wakefield.
No, tall. It looked like
never gave up on Tim Wakefield.
Well, I mean,
who was the greatest hitting pitcher?
Bartolo Colon.
Yeah, I was gonna say the most out of shape
Gunner was pretty great.
CC Sabathia when he would hit home runs.
He hit one in Dodger Stadium. I don't think it's landed yet. I remember the one he hit. It killed it. Who?
Kerry Wood. Kerry Wood.
He was all right. Didn't Mike Hampton have like 8 home runs one year? Is that his name?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take a look at most home runs by a pitcher. Hold on. Well, it's gonna be like Babe Ruth, but they'll give me a list. Runs by a pitcher.
Damn it!
Not named Shohei Ohtani. Don't give me Ohtani either.
No, he's too fresh. Like, and he's one of those rare guys that can do both.
The rare guy. He is the rarest player in the history of baseball. And so we talk about 200. I mean, Babe Ruth didn't do what he did, not pitching.
Do y'all remember Rick Ankiel?
Yeah.
He ended up being a position player after he pitched. So
Mike Hampton hit 7 home runs in 2001 for the Colorado Rockies. Genius. Yeah, wow. Mike Hampton was one of the better ones, at least in the like modern-ish era. And Keel came up as a pitcher, and he was a good one, but then he got the yips, and he couldn't figure it out. He tried so hard that he would like get vodka drunk during games to try to like calm himself down, and it didn't work. Like he had vodka in a dugout in a water bottle, trying to get through his games, and he couldn't do it, and he just quit. I mean, he was done, and then he's like, you know what though, I I think I can come back as a position player, and he did, and he was pretty solid as a position. I mean, he wasn't amazing at either, but he was very solid at both.
You can only get away with drinking in baseball. You couldn't do that in football. Could you imagine?
Didn't they used to do, like Lynn Dawson have like a beer? Wasn't there a picture somewhere of him having a cigarette and a beer like at one point? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not.
No.
I'm trying to find this fucking picture for the Pirates.
I don't think you could. It'd be hard. You'd be puking your beer up when you get hit in the solar plexus in football, or soccer. You don't stop moving anyway because you imagine beer dehydrate you, you pass out. But yeah, probably just baseball. I have a hard enough time doing it with softball. But I forgot to tell you guys, Tanks won 2 games last week.
Ooh,
that's right, 4-8, baby.
Nice.
We had some guys have to fill in because most of our team didn't show up again.
Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I remember Vlade Divac saying he played a good portion of his career drunk.
Nice. We thought he was just stumbling because of his height. You didn't know he was hammered the whole time. Yeah, it's hard to keep your equilibrium when you're 7 foot tall. I get it, man. And really, he was just hammered the whole time. Nice. Plus, that guy saw some shit in his childhood, right? I mean, Soviet Union, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, Vlade Divac, yeah. He was part of that Lithuanian basketball team. I think that won bronze in '92 or whatever. When they finally got the chance to play for themselves instead of the Soviet Union, and they were funded by the Grateful Dead.
I didn't know.
You hear that story? That's a great.
No.
Yeah. They didn't have any money, so they needed funding to play in these tournaments to qualify for the Olympics, and they got a lot of it from the Grateful Dead. I forget how they hooked up with them, but yeah, the Grateful Dead gave them a bunch of money just to play in the Olympics, and they got bronze. And they got bronze. So
in the locker room, the Grateful Dead are squirt gunning in their drinks, fucking acid, just so they'll play better.
But I mean, you probably find old ones that are 30 plus years old on eBay of the old. They had tie-dye Lithuania basketball shirts.
That's awesome.
They probably have recreations of them, but
probably.
Oh, before I forget, I followed your assignment, Tim. I watched that movie, and man, was
yes.
Which one?
Pulse watched.
Kill the Irishman.
Yes.
Oh, Kill the Irishman.
Yes.
Did you like it?
I loved it, man. It was great. I don't know how was I this late to the party? That movie taught me so many things that I didn't know. First of all,
it's a good history lesson.
Well, I didn't know that the mafia was that big in Cleveland. Like
they were at one point, yeah, huge.
I mean, like it rivaled New York, I guess, in a sense.
It was one of their spots, yeah, for sure.
Also, I'm not going to say it was far-fetched, but I mean, it made it seem like there was a bomb going off every week in the 70s, man.
There was. That's the problem.
There was.
Like, that's from, I think it was what, Tim, 1973 to about 1978, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Cleveland was known as Bomb City. Like, we had the most car bombings in the United States per capita.
It was all trying to kill one guy.
How did I not hear about this? I feel like it should have been taught in school. Like, you know.
They will ever teach mafia history in school, and I wish they would. I agree with you.
Learn a lot of things about history in your adult life. You're like, why did I not hear about this in school? Dude, the Tulsa Massacre was like the biggest one. I'm like, how did this seems like something that we should have went over.
Also, I gotta say, that guy Danny Green, man, like they say they call it the luck of the Irish. Like he should have been. He did end up getting killed, but he should have died like 17 times before that.
6 lives.
Really? I mean, he could have died like in that he started off working in some sort of sawmill, right?
It was some kind of union job. I don't remember.
Yeah, what he was I think he started off in like a sawmill or something like that, and then became a longshoreman, and then he took over the longshoremen's union in Cleveland in, I think it was like the late 60s. And the thing with like Danny was too is the one bomb where he like rode his refrigerator down to the first floor where they blew up his house.
Yeah.
There were 2 bombs planted on that property. One of them blew Danny's house up and really didn't do much except for like collapse the house. The other one, police actually said that thing could have destroyed the entire neighborhood it was planted in. Like, they were trying to kill him dead. Like, there was no other thing. They hated Danny Green. Hilarious. Oh.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Like, I remember you said it got a theatrical release, but I don't even remember getting advertised, man.
It was one of those like blink and you missed it kind of movies where it
costs a lot of money to promote a movie. So
yeah,
one thing to make it, but then promoting it costs tons of money too. I actually, it's funny you watched that because I watched The Punisher. I thought I saw it before, but I don't think I did.
What'd you think?
That movie is just a whole bucket of corn, isn't it? Like that. I must say it wasn't entertained, but the whole time I'm like laughing. I'm like, it's not supposed to be a comedy, is it? Like,
John Travolta is so serious in that movie, and he plays the worst gangsters ever.
Yeah,
like he is one of the most unintimidating gangster characters I've ever seen in my life.
True. I was not intimidated. A lot of times in those kind of movies, I'm like, that guy's a badass. I won't fuck with that dude, but not Travolta.
He's getting back rubs. Just it's not good, dude. Like it's an okay comic book movie, but it's not as good as the one with Ray Stevens from Kill the Irishman. Like that, he was such a good Frank Castle that you're just like, hell yeah, man. I'll follow that motherfucker into a gangster's like lair and fuck shit up. But again, Mark Colley fucking coming into the diner playing the goddamn guitar and singing that awesome song.
That was sweet. I'm like, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's cool.
Yeah, Johnny Heck, who's actually a legit Marvel assassin.
I think
Harry Heck, yeah. He's a legit assassin in like the Marvel Comics universe. I wish they.
Well, number one, it's great that the only people there are him and his friends. The people he lives with, right? No one else is in there. He just comes in, just stares at him, and plays him a song.
I gotta ask you this, Tim. Since you rewatched it, when you see John Panette, do you get happy?
Which one's John Panette?
The fat guy.
Oh yeah. He just make you smile.
He was such a good comic too. I'm sad he's passed on, but like,
he died?
Yeah, he's been dead for a little while now.
Sheesh.
Well, he was a fat guy.
Ben Foster was in it.
Okay, the other guy, the guy with the lip piercings.
Yeah, Ben Foster.
That's the name, Ben.
Yeah,
he was in that movie.
And everything. He's a great actor.
What was that movie?
He wasn't great in that though. It wasn't his fault though. I don't think.
What was that movie where he was selling weed? Bruce Willis is in it. You know what I'm talking about?
A lot of movies. I'm trying to think which one you're talking about.
Justin Timberlake's in it.
Out of Time or whatever the hell that movie was called.
Nah, Bruce Willis and Justin Timberlake. They're in a movie together.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Oh fuck! It was a good movie though.
I don't know. I mean, he's been Hell or High Water. He was just in that movie about the boxer who survived the Holocaust. That was sweet. Actually, he's one of my favorite actors. He's great. Ben Foster's a badass. Emancipation. He was in Emancipation. He's beating the hell out of
try
Will
and
Smith.
Score points, Tim. Don't try and score points.
What's it trying to? Well, you make everything about that. Everything.
I do not.
It's just, yes, you do. Constantly you bring that up. You're like, oh, you just say that because they're race. I'm like, I didn't even think about that.
Because I like to see your reaction. I fuck with you.
It's because you're racist.
I mean,
RAYCIST.
T.
Against
Brazilians.
Also in the movie Kill the Irishman.
Uh-huh.
The final scene right before like when he's talking to the little kid and he takes his chain off his neck and puts it around the kid's neck. Is it just me, or does he realize he's about to go?
I think that was for dramatic effect. I really
in
do.
The movie, yes.
Yeah, I think it was for dramatic effect because I actually was just over by where today. I think, I was over by where he got blown up. It's a medical and a medical building / jewelry store. This like white building, right in like the eastern suburbs of Cleveland, and yeah, you couldn't tell like they had the remote set, and he just got in the car after either before or after his dentist appointment and just done. Hopefully he didn't get any fillings. I feel like that would be kind of a poor thing on them, like the mafia, for doing that. Because it's like, not only are you going to get teeth in someone's fucking car, but like you're going to also have to pick fillings off of like certain vehicles. Like that's just rude.
Well,
To me, that's fucking rude.
One thing I was wondering, why did he the scene where he got the money from Christopher Walken's character and the courier ended up getting busted with it. Why didn't he just pay it back? Because it's like, the mafia is not going to play.
Good question.
Like, I feel like that was the beginning of his demise. Like he could have.
There were some other things that really he fucked with in the city. Like he'd rob places or trucks run by the mafia in this town. And then also what really kind of sealed his fate was he's outside of what's now known as the Irish Americans Club, which is down the road from me. And he decided to get on the local news and start naming names live on TV during a broadcast. So he was outing people, he was talking shit about people, and that's the one thing I think that really sealed his fate was when he was just standing there shirtless. I'll send you, Pulse, your next assignment. We're going to teach you more about mafia history in Cleveland.
I don't think we have to. I think that's good. Kill the Irishman is about all you need.
Well, it's got real Danny Green footage.
Make him take too deep a dive on this. We're supposed to be an MMA.
I want to turn him into one of the biggest Danny Green fans ever.
Well, I just do y'all think like, because is it just me, like were guys like tougher in the 1970s, you think? Like,
yes.
Because I mean, he smoked cigarettes like a chimney, and he would drink, but he would also like work out though. He would do like push-ups and jog.
Yeah.
And you think of all the stress that he was under, I just feel like
that probably made him the most fit guy in Cleveland. The fact that he did a couple push-ups and ran around a little bit, even though he's chain smoked and drank, he probably was in the 70s. That's probably like, that's a fit guy in the 70s.
Yeah.
He looked built, man. Like he did not have like fucking spindly arms. Even when he was like shirtless on TV, just had his fucking, you could tell he was in that position of, I don't give a fuck about any of this, and fuck the Lickavolis, fuck
because he could,
John Scalish, all those guys.
Because after the 8th or 9th attempt on his life, you think he would have just left Cleveland, but he didn't.
No,
he stayed, knowing what was inevitable. But
oh yeah, dude. I mean, that man was the definition. I think in another life, that's Sean Lynch somewhere.
I don't know. I think after one attempt at his life, Sean would be like, "Okay, I'm going to tell you who it was."
Oh, also,
not me too, though. That's the thing.
Also, was that the wrestler Kane at the beginning of that movie?
I don't know.
His his boss at the sawmill, his right-hand man.
I hope they're not putting
Glenn Jacobs kill the Irishman. Let's see. Mayor Glenn Jacobs, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't. Dude, keep wrestlers out of that movie.
No, you leave him in. He's the best.
Well, anyway, that was a great movie. Y'all got any other suggestions?
I told you guys to watch a couple weeks ago. I told you to watch Small Engine Repair, and either.
I haven't watched that yet because I haven't had access to Netflix.
It's on Hulu
or Hulu.
You told me you would that week. You lied to me.
Well, yeah, because I went home after getting drunk. So.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Well, maybe I shouldn't ask you here about your job. Everything all right?
Yeah, there's some stuff that we'll talk about.
But you have a job.
I still have a job, yes.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, I've been working since they allowed me work privileges. So,
okay, that's good.
Kane was not in that, by the way.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking up the cast, and I do not see Glenn Jacobs here.
They have a guy who's just like him, though. I don't know who it is.
Remember Don Fry in Public Enemies?
No.
No, you don't?
No.
Watch Public Enemies again, dude. You'll spot him right away, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think he plays like an agent. I don't think he has any lines, but he just walks around looking tough with his mustache and a bowler hat. Yeah, he's in a lot of scenes.
I thought you were going to talk to me about SummerSlam and how awesome Jake Paul did in his.
You thought
match.
I was going to ask you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, nah, pass.
But how about
SummerSlam? Is that an outdoor basketball tournament?
No, it should be though.
Sounds like it would be.
That sounds like if they ever did winter slam ball, like if slam ball was in like the spring, they call their tournament the Summer Slam.
Now I want to see slam ball outside in the dead of winter. I don't know why, but I'd watch that.
Oh my god, that would be great.
Just I don't know. I'm not even put snow or anything on the trampoline. Just want to see them cold jumping on trampolines.
Heated trampolines. They just make sure it doesn't ice over or anything.
Why doesn't somebody
overnight?
Why doesn't somebody institute a basketball league? You know,
I think we talked about this before.
I know
the rights are probably either owned by Parker and Stone or whatever company made them.
Universal.
Yeah, so
probably Universal.
The two, I don't know.
For a while, there were basketball leagues. There, like it was like a hot fad for a minute.
How can they own the rights to baseball and basketball? Like
it's not. It's basketball. It's a different thing. Completely different. Completely different.
Strikeouts. You can talk shit.
I still think they should do one and just make it like a Netflix. Put on Netflix or something.
No, ESPN the Ocho basketball league. And you
and watch any of the Ocho other than Pillow Fighting?
I don't have. Well, it's not on the ESPN Plus. It's not on ESPN Plus, so I can't. I don't have cable hooked up to it. I don't even have ESPN, bro, on my regular cable.
This show is too poor to have a show. Like can't do anything. You can't watch anything. What was I gonna say?
Well, I do it the smart way. You do it. You want to pay in full. I just paid $20 to somebody to use their account.
You don't give me any money. You just want my accounts.
I did. Well, I gave you money.
Pay-per-view. That's fine. That makes sense. Pay-per-view makes sense.
Use Alan's. I don't know.
Alan would have to buy pay-per-view. He doesn't buy the pay-per-views.
I mean, he would for you. I guarantee it.
But I'm not going to ask him to do that.
Oh, ask your dad. Ask somebody.
I'm not asking my dad. My dad is giving me a bunch of money to help me buy that car. I'm not asking him for anything ever again.
That is true. That is true.
I didn't even ask him for that, but help me. Anyway, they had, and of course it was in Ohio. It was beer stein holding competition. Just a bunch of people, men and women, holding a beer stein full of beer like this, as long as they possibly can.
Okay, where's this?
Well, it was on the Ocho, but this one was in Cincinnati, I think. Okay,
we should enter that contest.
No, dude, I can't even. Dude, with whatever's going on with my tremors and shit, I can't even hold this out that long. So I want to be able to do it.
How come we never got pot fest? At the end of that movie, Beer Fest, they promised us.
Because Pier Fest bombed.
It bombed?
I don't think it did very well.
No, not as like a theatrical release. So that usually movie companies look at the bottom line.
It took 20 years to make Super Troopers 2.
Yeah,
and when we got that, it was garbage. So
true.
Man, I was pissed when I saw that. I was just. It's just all fucking callbacks. The whole movie's just fucking callbacks.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch the movie out of principle.
So pissed off.
I haven't watched Slapshot 2 or 3 because I want to keep the
You ever seen the
pure
Baldwin
memory.
one? You ever seen the Baldwin one?
Wait a minute. Ray, you've never seen Super Troopers?
Oh, no, I have.
He's saying
Super Troopers
Slapshot.
2.
Oh, okay.
I've not seen Super Troopers 2 because Super Troopers is such a good fucking movie to begin with that, like, to watch the second one kind of takes.
What makes you mad is that they could have made one good. They had the ability, but instead they decided to just fucking do a layup, money grab, just all make the whole script callbacks. And it was fucking stupid. And I'm like, you made a good movie before, you can make another good movie. That's why I was pissed, because they could have made it good, but they decided not to.
That movie is a one shot. Like, never.
So it was like at least 10 years too late. Like,
well, yeah, but like, again, man, you can't remake or you can't make a sequel to one of the greatest cop comedies of all time.
You could try.
No fucking way, dude.
Could have made it good.
How many police academies were there? There were like 7, right?
75?
Yeah, I know. 80, 82. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so
I think they're still making them, and just Michael Winslow and Steve Guttenberg in his basement are just pumping out sequels and putting them on Rumble.
I want to bring Steve Guttenberg on this show, see if he'll come on.
See that clip of like Mike Polk singing the Guttenberg?
No.
Yeah, I think it was on Carolyn Ray's show. I don't know. Like when she had a talk show, I don't know if they hired Polk to like just sing at Guttenberg. I don't know. I have no idea what it was, but it was just a clip there of him just singing the Guttenberg.
Why
am I had to be a gooch? What?
It looks like I'm frozen. Up there we are. I'm back. Pulse bringing back on kind of froze me for a sec. Where I was just like,
my bad.
Oh, it's okay. Not your fault. It's my laptop for sure.
I saw you fine. I think. I don't know. Yeah. I keep forgetting to tell you. This happened like a couple months ago now, but I just every week I'm like, I'm gonna tell you that it's not that big a deal. I really isn't something I should have like waited 2 months to tell you. Just kept forgetting. When I was in Pennsylvania last visiting my family, that's a pretty small town there in the middle of nowhere. They live. There's like one restaurant in that town. It's called Twigs. It's like down the street from my grandparents' house. And again, small town, middle of nowhere. And I get there the one day, and I stay there. The next morning, my grandmother's like, "Hey, we should have went to Twigs last night." I'm like, "Why?" She showed me pictures that were on Facebook. The Clintons were there. In that tiny ass town, like half a mile from where I was. Apparently, one of Hillary's relatives lives down there, so they came for a birthday party. So the Clintons were just hanging out in Tunkhannock.
Okay, then I wouldn't say what I was gonna say if I would have been at that bar and Bill Clinton walked in, and I had like a pipe in my hand. The first thing I would have did was go, Bill, want some?
How about your detail? Like, they want any? That too. I'm like, man. At first, I'm like, man, I can't believe he got out of this town alive. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot he has detail.
But then, yeah, look, I'd pull him over to the side and be like, Bill, come here, real quick, honest question. How good was Monica? Please tell me how. Like, I just scale of 1 to 10. You can just give me a number.
Right, it was a blowjob from a fat girl. What do you think?
It was a 7. I'm telling you. She really knew how to use her tongue.
Now you're frozen.
Ah, God damn it. Hold on. Up there we are. I'm back.
Now I see you.
But no, yeah, I hope he would just be like, a 7. Like a good normal number, because then be like, yeah, fat girl. She does well. Pulse, you like a thicker persuasion, right?
You're just assuming. We never talked about this. You're just assuming.
He seems like the kind of guy that, like, no matter what the size of the stomach, it's the booty, and I appreciate you.
Why does he seem like that?
Because kindred spirits recognize each other. I'm an ass man. He could be an ass man.
Mm-hmm.
I am an asshole. But no, Pulse. What kind of girl do you like?
No, I don't have a preference.
What's your weight cutoff?
I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there is one, because I would say that number and then see someone, I'm like, no, that's all right. It really depends person to person.
Does she need to be weighed on a truck scale? Like, is that where your like cutoff is, or? Well, that's not mine. Mine, she's perfect the way she is.
I mean, preferably she's not bigger than me. I'm 6'1", 208 pounds. So,
it's also mine. Can't be bigger than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so 208. I'd say okay. 208, 5'11", a girl 5'9". 208's pretty high.
What did they say? In pillow fighting, Kendall's 5'11", 185.
I'm not gonna guess her weight, sir.
They didn't guess it, Ray. They said it on the show because it was a fight.
I'm aware, but it's not the fight. We can't speculate on what she weighs. She may have lied.
I said a week ago. They said 185. Not like weight matters in pillow fighting. I'm waiting for like super heavyweight pillow fighting. I want that.
I'm waiting for heavyweight in a heavyweight women's division in the UFC.
There'd be like 3 women, but it'd be hilarious, maybe. But
Gabby Garcia can finally get her UFC belt, baby.
I want super heavyweight tennis as well. That's something I would like to see. It would probably be really boring. He's like, oh no, good shot, you got me.
That would be you at a tournament for it.
Right. It's like, all right, you got it. Yeah, it's one and done. All matches take about 5 minutes because there's no rallies at all.
There's like a 5-minute breath catch for in between each round.
Should be.
They've been playing for 4 hours and have taken 3 breath breaks.
I don't know when I was in high school if I could play 3 full sets. 3 full sets is insane.
Yeah, I sucked at tennis. My wrists were shit. Like, I have hand and wrist problems, so it's like swinging a thing is very awkward for me too.
I've seen your athletic ability. There's not a whole lot there, and this is coming from someone where there's not a whole lot there either. You should have saw me play softball on that. I was trying not to play. I didn't think I was going to have to. I have stitches in. I didn't want to rip them out. But then, like, guys who told us they were going to be there were not there, and I had to play.
Fuck you guys, man.
I did not play well. Man, I kept, like, dribbling the ball back to the pitcher. I'm like, what is wrong with me? It was bad. We won, but one hit a home run about 450, almost put it on the highway. He almost put it on 77 South.
Your brother?
No, not my brother. A guy who was playing for us, though.
Nice.
Yeah, he had a couple. And then he hit it inside the Parker because he just decided to go oppo and ran all the way around the bases. We wouldn't have won if it wasn't for that guy. So, I'm happy for him. He plays on a different team, but not the team we were playing. So,
hey, he gets along with you guys. That's all that really matters.
If we have our team in a few weeks here when our tournament happens, and we have our guys that our whole team shows up, we have a good shot because we have a decent team. But
I'm saying is it round robin?
They don't even show up. What?
Is it a round robin tournament?
Oh, it's right now. It's like we're playing, every team twice. There's only 5 teams. So play every team. Well, every team 4 times, right? You play doubleheader. So 2 doubleheaders against everybody, and then
it's round robin
seeding, and then the tournament will be double elimination.
Okay, all right.
And we'll probably have to play the first game because with 5 teams, there'll be 1 team and 3 buys. So we probably have to play the first.
Hey, why are you bringing sexuality into this?
What?
3 buys? You don't know who cares who they like. Love is love, Tim.
I apologize, guys. We should be better at this by now.
I just wanted to be corny.
Dude, Cage Thunder has like their own podcast now. I was watching some of it. They started they already had one, but they started it again. So we got to, I don't know. My goal was to have better interviews for their fight than them. And Actually, I don't. I'm not.
No, I say we collab.
I'm not being a dick.
No, let's collab with them.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Work together. We Cage Thunder. We'd love to have you on the show. Get to know you guys. Come on your show. Get to know your audience. We get some nice crossover. We're Northeast Ohio boys.
We're on their
Northeast
show.
Ohio boys.
Their audience would probably be like, "What?" Because they're like seriously talking about the fighters and fights, and then we went on. We'd be hammered. Like, what the fuck's up, guys?
You guys want to talk about UFC 290? How's your womb spelunkers? They doing good? They're going great.
Well, I've got a random. I was gonna say I've got a random topic we could speak about if you want.
Yes, always.
Yeah, if you got content, let's go.
Did you guys happen to hear about this this 9-year-old influencer who faked her death?
Oh, little Tay.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like 12 years old, I think. I think she's
like
12 now.
Little sociopath.
Dude, this broad, her brother wrote all
now
of
that
the
you can
lyrics
ruin your
that
life at 12 years old. Doesn't that suck? Without murdering someone?
Hey, well, no, I was about to say her brother could have ruined her life very early on by just his hands. So
I don't have any context when I'm saying that, but I'm just saying in general. Like something you do at TikTok at 12 could ruin your entire life. That's all I'm like, tell my niece, I'm like, just stay off that shit.
Yeah, Paul, give me a little bit more. If you're following a little bit more deeper probably than I am. Give me some context because I know
I don't know anything about it.
She's like a TikTok rapper. Her brother wrote all of her lyrics for her. I know that. And like some of the stuff she would say, like the broke ass hoes at fucking 9 years old or whatever the fuck. Like, she's funny. I like her. That kind of shit's funny to me. But like, do you know like what the details are behind like her faking her death or some shit like that?
Well, no, I don't, but I just know that it was reported that not only her but her brother had passed away too. And yeah, I mean, like various outlets picked this story up, like Entertainment Tonight and major outlets were picking this, had ran with this story.
Reputable sources like Entertainment Tonight.
Well, I mean, national media picked this up, so it's like it makes you wonder how do they not do research? How do they not,
Because they heard dead kid and they heard cha-ching and they're like, let's go, we'll do it live.
That's the thing about the media, man. They are some of the most scumtacular fucking people on every single level, and I know some journalists,
not
and shit
all
like
of
that.
them.
Not no,
Obviously,
and I was gonna say that the ones
them.
I know, stand-up people, I get along with them very well.
There's some fantastic, amazing journalists out there.
I mean, the pool's pretty shallow right now. No, yeah, like
I mean, they probably don't do the kind of news you read, Ray, but they do exist.
Unlike you, I look at both. I look at both sides, so it's okay.
I just remember when that guy Jussie Smollett faked his ass whooping. It's like the way it was reported, you could tell people were skeptical from the very beginning. They kept saying an alleged attack, and then when the picture came out and he said he got attacked, but all he had was like a little paper cut on the side of his cheek.
Yeah,
you knew some bullshit was going on,
I was one of those people that was like, I'm gonna, because I saw so many people who are who were so reactionary to it, where it's like justice for Jesse, all this shit. I'm just like, okay, it's a day old, bro. Like, we don't know oh god damn it, am I frozen?
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it, you boats and hoes.
Race was saying I need new equipment for 222 episodes.
Yes, you do. Fucking apparently my internet's low right now. Can you hear me though?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not now.
I'm not like breaking up.
Well, you weren't till now. Till you started saying that sentence.
How about now?
You're right now.
Am I back?
You're back
right now.
What was I talking about?
Jussie Smollett.
Oh, and then I went to a show on Monday the Monday after that whole thing came out, and I'm gonna not name or I'm not gonna name the comedian, but I was at a show, and he even said he thought he was lying, and it was as soon as he said that, I'm like, oh, thank God somebody else thinks that.
He even, what does that mean?
It's just, he even thought that it was a thing. Like, people were saying that they didn't believe the Jesse Smollett thing.
Okay.
Well, it's just anybody who ever got their ass whooped, you would expect them to show a little bit more damage than that, especially if it was two guys. They supposedly hogtied him and shit. It's like,
no, they tied a rope around his neck that ended up being a fucking piece of basically dental floss.
Yeah.
And the knot wasn't even a noose.
And then he showed up at the hospital with the noose still around his neck. It's like,
yeah,
everything about it was suspicious, you know.
The subway at 2 a.m. Like, nobody wants Subway at 2 a.m. even if it's open. Like, that's more of a midday snack kind of thing. But like, it's just, and then talking about like, this is MAGA country. I'm like, it's Chicago, Illinois. Even I know it's a liberal enclave. And it's as soon as he said, I'm like, there's no fucking way, dude. No fucking way that's real. But I kept my mouth shut until all the fucking shit came out. And then I was like, okay, thank God I was vindicated in my thinking. I would have felt bad if it was true. I was right about monkeypox when you were all fucking worried about it. You're like, you're probably being homophobic. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no, it's
true. You were right about that. I did look it up, and I was like, yeah, okay. Well, at the time, I didn't really look it up, and then I did. I'm like, all right. Well, just because this is like a you move to go homophobic or racist is a Ray move. If it was anyone else saying that, I would have been like, oh, okay, maybe I'll check it out.
I can never
I'm like,
be homophobic.
That can't be.
I can never be homophobic.
You think that, but I've seen it happen.
Tim, you know where my mouth has been. I cannot be
which
homophobic.
Makes it even more impressive that you can be, because I've seen it.
I'm not, though. I call out the mo's that need to be called out.
Do that? I don't know if it needed to be called out by you. I don't think.
Oh, I would have been crucified if I would have said something like, Jesse's faking it. I guarantee you. I got blocked by some big name comedians because I posted a video or a meme of Barack slapping somebody or slapping Chris Rock saying, keep my wife's dick out of your mouth. Maya DiGiorgio, she blocked me. Couple other like black comedians blocked me and really wanted to like.
Maya has like one of the funniest jokes I ever heard. One liner. She's like, I don't date black guys anymore because I couldn't afford the studio time.
Yeah. And she's a great comedian.
I almost fell off the stool. I was in the sound booth. I almost fell off the stool when she said that.
I love her. I think she's a great comedian. I respect her as a comedian, but like to get upset about a fucking meme is like, that's on you, boo-boo. Like,
even a not funny one.
I think that's pretty funny because people do think she's a man. And it like, I'm not one of those. I think she's a biological female, Michelle Obama. But it's funny that people think that there's like a contingent of human being out there. It's like, that's actually Michael. Like, no, it's not. I'm sorry, kid.
That's actually Michael, and then Barack was born in Honduras or some shit.
No, Kenya. Kenya was the conspiracy theory for a long time.
That's right. Yeah.
So, but no, yeah. I mean, to me, it's a joke. Who gives a shit? Like, you can make jokes about anybody, and she makes more money than pretty much anybody on the planet Earth. So, what are we doing here, kids? Like,
what does she do?
Well, book sales, stuff like that. I mean, she's written a few books. She's done even some.
Well, not more than anyone on the planet Earth, but she's probably doing okay.
Well, she probably makes millions for speaking engagements.
It's probably true, but
yeah, I mean, she's got more money than most people on this planet. including the three amigos right here.
And we're all rich as fuck. We just fucking we sandbag it. That's what we do.
But no, yeah, it's I don't know. When she blocked me, I was kind of sad because I did think she was really funny, and I'm like, the fuck, dude.
I want to see how many the list of how many people have blocked you in social media over the years.
There's probably a lot
because it's probably in the triple digits. And me, it's probably there probably is one or two, but you is probably pretty high.
My favorite ones ever were Cody Brown, Pound Cake from the Alan Cox Show. He blocked me for a hot minute. Because I made a comment while he was like in a mood. But no, I like to every once in a while go through my Facebook memories and count the amount of likes that it shows, where it's like this post has 5 likes or 6 likes, right? And then count to see if there's anybody that had blocked me that liked the post.
Oh yeah. Like add friend. Yeah, those.
I had one. It claimed I had 16 likes. It showed me 3 people on my friends list.
Basically, what we're saying, everyone, if you haven't figured this out already, is Ray is a garbage human, and
I'm a piece of shit, but I love myself for it.
Which is, I mean, listen, I guess I'd feel worse if you just hated yourself all the time. So, but I don't know, maybe be a little bit better of a person.
I try, but
10-12%, maybe.
God has other plans, I think. God has other plans.
I think this is on you.
Where'd
you get that cool glass, Ray?
I got it from Tim Danko. It's got a little hockey puck that it still kind of has the hockey puck smell, like the fresh hockey puck smell.
It's good because there'll be no Christmas gifts this year. I'm broke as fuck.
I will get you a Christmas gift.
Oh, you don't need to get it.
I will.
I don't know. Someone needs to get Pulse a microphone. That's what we need.
That's going to be Pulse. When's your birthday, Pulse?
Today.
2 days after Christmas. But I got one. It's just a little flimsy one. It sucks.
That's the Windows 95 mic, man. You need like I told you, the one I said Thomas was like $20 and it works fine.
No,
and it looks nice. It looks professional. It might be cheap as fuck, but it worked.
Pulse is just holding the microphone like Gene Rayburn in Match Game.
You say the same thing.
What was the one guy? Oh, Charles Nelson Riley. He puts the mic up.
Pulse got CNR glasses on right now.
I like them. I like those glasses. I got my weirdo glasses. My John Candy and JFK glasses.
Orange Whip?
No, that's not the one where it's like, hey, Daddy-O, you might want to make a little bit of thing. He was just like wearing a white suit and shit, smoking a cigarette. He looked cool in that fucking movie.
I really wish we could talk about the fight I want to talk about, but we can't.
Yeah, we will have some news coming up once it's confirmed. I
mean, it's confirmed, but it's just not announced. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it or not.
Once it's publicly announced, we shall. We'll talk about it, and we'll try to have at least one of the fighters on in question. But we have some inside knowledge to stuff.
Dude, I'm so excited for that fight, dude.
Me for brother. Like I want to like personally show up at the door and like. Be like, can I talk to Scott Coker? Hand them $30 cash and walk in and be like, I'll be standing for.
Oh, it's a Bellator fight you're talking about?
No, he meant to say Scott Corbin.
Level MMA fight.
He meant to say Scott Corbin. He said Scott Coker.
I'll be right back, guys.
I'll hand Scott Coker $20, okay, and be like, I'm in. Thank you. Although I would love to try and get Scott Coker on this show.
They have a ticket for me already that was told, which is good because that means I don't have to buy it. They're like $35.
Can I just show up with cash, even if it's sold out? Just be like,
no,
I'm going to stand. Come on, man. Just one person.
They have like the most stacked car they ever had in that building, and that building's not big. So it's going to be. I mean, I think they sell all their shows out anyway, but it's not going to be comfortable in there. And there's one bathroom, and it's shitty. Yeah, it's not a great place to watch fights, but I'm going to go.
Tim,
What?
brother, listen to me.
You
Where did we go to concerts as kids?
Peabody's.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If I can handle Peabody's Down Under, R.I.P., I can fucking handle some fucking podunk, rinky dink, small ass fucking bingo hall in Akron, Ohio.
You can handle it. But listen, when you get older, you wish things were nicer.
No, I'm.
Although I am really excited to see Bowling for Soup in his old church.
Yeah, that sounds like a really fun show.
Yeah, it does. I just hope it has air.
Meanwhile, they're just saying there's 104 days of summer vacation, and the school comes along just to end it.
They play it live.
I want you to videotape that for me, like just the opening, and send me that video, please.
You could probably just find a video on YouTube of them playing it.
No. Okay, where's the he went.
Well, Johnny's always on Black Guy watching the show. That's all he ever cares about. And when they're here, he disappears. He comes back to ask where they are.
He comes to fill the quota. I think Johnny's black, right?
No, we talked about this. He's not. You thought he was for no reason.
Oh yeah. Tim, I'm trying to be.
We think all of our listeners are colorless. They're just human beings.
Most who are like your child support.
See that Adam Bart did a joke on my show last weekend that you heard him do anything? Like he's like Dad, Father's Day and Juneteenth were like right after each other, but that'd be weird, but not many people celebrate both. So I was like, geesh, Adam. That was my reaction was geesh.
It sounds like a Tim. I'm surprised Tim Wolf doesn't have that joke already. Like that sounds like a Tim Wolf joke.
Tim Wolf would have a more clever version of it, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tim Wolf
like,
is amazing.
The premise, I always say, and I said this actually to his girlfriend or partner. Let's say partner. That like I've always looked up to Tim, even though we're close in age. And to be honest with you, I want to still be him when I grow up. Like he's the exact. Maybe. I mean,
listen, he has like 15 minutes on his workplace. You have an interesting job, and dude, you don't have any time.
I've tried. I'm actually gonna try.
Could you imagine if Tim Wolf had your job? Could you imagine?
I go to this regular open mic that's like 2 minutes from my house. And I think I'm gonna do some pest control humor. See if people like my stories. So
I have less faith when you call it pest control humor.
Pest control humor.
Would you just like introduce it? Would you like to hear some pest control humor?
I'm gonna videotape my set tomorrow, and I will use that as the line just for you. Okay. You guys want to hear pest control humor?
Speaking of pest control, did y'all hear the guy that played Dale Gribble died?
Yeah, John Hardwick passed away today actually. Dark matter in the house, another pest control technician.
It's funny, as soon as we talk about pest control, dark matter shoots up. It's like it's a bad signal.
He's like, mate, I got a wombat right here. Pulled it out of a crawl space.
Is that your New Zealand?
It's the best I can do. It's the region. It's Australian more than it is anything.
They don't have wild wombats like running around people's yards, do they?
Probably. There's fucking, especially in like the Australian outback, if they live out there.
Do they have groundhogs?
Yeah, man.
You have groundhogs out there, fam?
Yeah, do you have
like groundhogs, prairie dogs, whatever you want to call them?
Sup, buddy? Good to see you. We appreciate, by the way, I'm going to do this call to action. Like, share, and get people to subscribe.
Love us. Please love us.
We need everything you have.
We know we're not as advertised. Hey everyone, we're a great show about mixed martial arts. And then we're like, dude, fucking wound spelunking, fucking kill the Irishman. TikTokers fake killing themselves. Yeah.
Oh, speaking, Johnny Smith just reminded me of something. I need to get a hold of Mike Jackson.
Oh, that's right.
I need to get a hold of Mike Jackson.
Well,
he just
Pat,
used
when's
snow
Pat
roaches, so
when's Pat
yeah,
coming on?
I haven't messaged Pat. You know how I am with Pat Miletich. Like, it's I don't want to annoy the man by constant. I get it, but I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's taking.
You send him one message in the middle of the day.
True.
Right. And then asking him if this date works or like which date, and then you just let that one sit.
Well, okay, how about this? We'll talk off air. We'll get a date. We'll send it to Pat.
Any Tuesday and Thursday is fine for me, except for the 22nd, because that's when we're not going to be here. That's going to be the Pulse show. Probably the best show we ever had. I want like special guest lineup. I want a musical number. I want this to be a whole thing.
Well, I have one special guest confirmed.
Is it the Sonosi? We want the Sonosi on this channel at least once.
It is not him, but it is a surprise. He told me to keep it a surprise till that date. So
why are you letting Casey Jones on our show? How dare
that was
you?
The one rule we had, boss. We said anyone but Casey Jones.
Is he back? Is he still in the chat?
He just joined the chat. I just joined the chat. That's why I used him. I was gonna say Johnny Smith, and then Casey showed up.
Dude, so like Moss won't come on here with us, but he's coming on with you, so that's cool. That's just my guess. I don't know.
Oh, who's that? Moss?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're almost at 100K subs, so he might be a little bit too.
No, they just said 80. That's very cool.
Congratulations to that.
They were at like half that when we started with them, right? So.
They've that's the thing, like Maz is somebody that we want to be when we grow up, somebody who just puts out content, wakes up and does shit. Is reading comments is some of the best shorts I've seen on YouTube so far, besides Scally Bandit. You should go over check that guy out. He's awesome. He's halfway to being monetized. Yeah, my channel.
We need to be monetized. How many more we need? Like 900?
Well, yeah, like 800 something. Yeah. But we've gained subscribers, and anybody that's found us that's new, we appreciate you a lot. Like, for even subscribing, because the number hasn't changed. So thank you guys for actually liking us and liking what we do. We do appreciate it a lot.
All of them are bots.
Hey, the number hasn't gone down in 24 to 48 hours. So it's fucking fine.
That's usually what happens. We get like 17 new ones on a Tuesday, and by Wednesday night they're gone.
Yes.
Like, oh.
I've learned that, man. Like, even on my gaming channel, like those fuckers, because Pulse, you get that probably too, where like you'll post your predictions for upcoming shows. And you'll get like a huge bump in subscribers, and then for some reason you lose like half of the ones you fucking had because YouTube for some reason found out that they were bots. You're like, fucking leave it. Just let me have the clout for a day, please.
Yeah, no. At one point I was at like 813, and then literally like 4 days later I was back at 799. So
yeah,
I'm wondering, were those bots, or because I thought I had.
They're bots. They're bots for sure. Because that happens all the fucking time with me. So even with like views too. Like if you look at like the YouTube studio thing, and one day it'll be like 3,000 fucking views on a short of me flipping a bike in Fortnite, and then it's down to like 1,500. You're like, the fuck did they go, dude?
Dark Matter says he lives in a caravan. Does that mean like a group of like 4 to 6 cars that are all driving the same? Like that's what a caravan is here. Like what?
Yeah, they're looking for gas out there, man. Like that's what they're doing.
But
they haven't run into humongous yet.
Or
just walk away.
Or does caravan mean like RV or trailer there?
They're just blaring. They're blaring Land Down Under for some reason. Just like traveling in a fired out caravan.
Maybe. But no, I'm actually asking the question. What's a caravan?
I'm going to go take a leak real quick, boys. I'll talk to you in a sec.
Yeah, anyway, is it a Dodge Caravan? That's right. Hey, my mom had a Dodge Caravan. Are you living out of a minivan, Dog Matter? Nothing wrong with that. You're still there.
Tim, I'm going to tell you something I rarely tell you on this show. But do fucking better.
Then what? What did I say?
Dodge Caravan, do better.
No, Casey said it first.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck you.
Casey, do better.
Probably trailer for you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, all right. The only reason I know that Caravan is the trailer is because of the movie Snatch. That's it. Or else I would have been like, dude, Dodge Caravan? All right. Pulse is a good time to talk about replacing Ray. Or just getting rid of him entirely. I don't know if we need to replace him.
No, what's funny is he said he was going to take a piss. I thought he was actually going to stream while pissing.
Don't put it past him. I think didn't he come on the shitter one time? I don't remember.
Oh, wow. Did he? Oh, what was the name of that movie that you told me about?
Which one?
Earlier, I said, can you recommend something else that I should watch?
Small Engine Repair?
Small Engine Repair. What's that about?
It's based on a play. It's John Barathal's in it. It's like these. Man, it's kind of hard to say much without giving anything away. But it's this guy who's a single dad, raises high school age daughter, and he has two friends that basically helped him raise her too. And then shit happens, and things happen, and then one goes one way, then another way. I don't know. That's about all I got.
Okay, and then what was your critique about The Punisher when you said it was too campy?
It was like, it's corny as fuck.
Like, how so?
It was just so over the top. It was just crappy one-liners and just one of those like ridiculous. It looked like it was made in 94, not 2004. Number one, it was just. I didn't say I didn't like it, but I'm laughing the whole way through because of just how like ridiculous, over the top action movie it is. And to get in Thomas Jane, like that's the only guy that could get like.
Oh, I thought he'd
get a bigger name than Thomas Jane.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I thought he did good as a Punisher, you know.
Well, back at it, he didn't do a whole lot. He only had a handful of lines, really. It wasn't like there's a lot of hard acting in that for him.
You didn't enjoy the opening scene when they killed his family when they're at the beach. That wasn't great to you?
I mean, it was what it was, man. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it, but I was like laughing at it because it was just so over the top.
And his right hand man, who is that? Is that what's his name? Bill Paxton?
No, I saw Bill Paxton. I don't know that guy's name though.
What
he
movie?
was Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yes.
What movie are we talking about?
04 Punisher.
04 Punisher. Okay.
His right hand man, he was gay.
Yeah, it wasn't definitely.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name.
I'll look it up.
Fuck.
But the scene where he confronts him, where he's like, he throws the knife on the ground, he's like, pick the knife up. That wasn't a great scene to y'all?
It's such a corny action movie, man. I didn't say I didn't. Again, I didn't say I didn't enjoy it, but I enjoyed it because it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it's like even one of my favorite fucking scenes in that entire movie is the torture scene.
Yes, with the icicle.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
And you just hear him like, ah! Like, it's one of the greatest torture scenes in media history. That and Trevor from fucking GTA 5 when he's the one where they're like piercing Laszlo. Like the torture scenes in GTA 5 are some of the funniest fucking things I've ever watched in my life. But watching that guy flip out while the fucking Punisher has the torch on the stake and you hear like the sizzle and he's just rubbing this fucking ice pop on his fucking back. It's so fucking great. Every time I see it, I laugh my dick off. Like, so good.
I can't figure out who this guy is.
It's like the opening to Blazing Saddles. Anytime I watch that movie and the guy goes "ouch," I'm like, that's fucking, for some reason that's perfectly timed. So good. Trying to think. What's another one I laughed recently at a torture scene in a movie. Have you guys ever seen Terrifier?
Will Patton.
Will Patton. That's okay.
Right.
Will Patton.
Will Paxton.
Will Patton.
Will Patton. I have to look.
Bill Paxton. You know what I watched last week? I haven't seen it in a while. With Bill Paxton. Vertical Limit. Remember Vertical Limit? Like in the the mountain climbing movie?
No.
Yeah, just watching that, and I'm like, how did they shoot this? And I'm like, oh, it's all sets. The whole thing was sets. Had to be. I mean,
Bill Paxton just yelling, "Extreme! Extreme!"
He played like an asshole billionaire in it, but he was great. Like, man, we lost the treasure when we lost Bill Paxton.
What's an F5? Finger of God. Nobody? Really? From fucking Twister?
Yeah, I saw Twister. It's been a long time. That's all.
Oh, he was great in Tombstone.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. That's one of those movies where I can watch it anytime it's on television. I'll finish it.
Yeah.
He was great in Haywire, starring Gina Carano. Even Bill Paxton couldn't save that movie. He tried his best.
Don't be hating on Gina.
I will.
She's been
Haywire, absolutely. That first scene in Haywire when it's her and Channing Tatum, that's like the worst scene in history. Like, before they start fighting, they're trying to act, and that was like way before Channing Tatum got a little bit better.
Sorry, dropped a.
It's not really their fault. I wouldn't put them in that situation. It was me. I've been listening to Todd McFarlane interviews, the creator of Spawn. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Todd McFarlane rules. I can't wait for the Jamie Foxx Spawn. That's going to be kind of, in my opinion, fun.
Wow, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a little while. Do you know that Todd McFarlane, by the way, or not Todd McFarlane? Todd McFarlane owns the. You know this probably, Tim. He owns the McGuire 72nd home run ball.
Yeah.
When he showed up in that Long Gone Summer documentary, I'm like, what the fuck is Todd McFarlane doing here?
Isn't Jamie Foxx supposed to play Mike Tyson in his biopic?
They just made like a couple different Mike Tyson biopics. They made the show on the Hulu that I watched one episode of, and I'm like, well, that's enough of this. And yeah, I love the kid who played the younger Tyson was doing great, but I don't know. Didn't really buy the guy playing adult Tyson. Didn't really buy
I didn't watch that one because the guy playing adult Tyson did not appeal to me at all. Like the way he was like, my stuff is impetuous. He didn't even put in a fucking lisp at all. Like,
I gave it a go, but I didn't believe the Teddy Atlas very much.
What you need to do is right here is you punch the man in the face over and over again. That's how you win the fight, kids.
Nothing like that. It was nothing like that.
I know. I love Teddy Atlas whenever he's doing a bot where he's just like, I think he needs to hit him hard to make everything go the way he needs it to be tonight. I
love Teddy Atlas. My favorite is when Teddy Atlas would like go off on Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith would say something like that makes no sense. He's just being loud and trying to make good TV, and then Teddy Atlas doesn't quite get it, and he smoke comes out of his ears.
I have no idea why ESPN would have Stephen A. Smith talking about boxing. That's something
it's ridiculous. But when they do it, when they have Teddy Atlas on there too, it's hilarious because it's like
I can do one good mini impression, and it's fucking Stephen A. Smith saying Conor McGregor, because he gets so into it where it's like, Conor McGregor does not know what he is doing. He didn't do it against, and it just falls apart after that. But able to do that, Conor McGregor For some reason, he throws his neck into it too.
Pronounces every consonant.
Yes.
You gotta say his line. You gotta say his catchphrase or his one word that he says. However.
Yeah.
I hate that man so much. After that fucking Cerrone rant that he went on wrongly. Thank you, Casey. Appreciate it. But like after that fucking cowboy rant, I lost all faith in him. And then seeing him throw hands with his trainer, I'm like, I want to do celebrity boxing. Let's go. Like Stephen A. Smith, tough man competition. You and me. Let's see who wins.
Dude, that's who's gonna fight Miletich after he beats Mike Jackson. It's gonna be Stephen A. Smith.
Pat Miletich does not know how to box like Stephen A. Smith.
Honestly, I don't think they should have anybody other than, of course, Teddy Atlas and Max Kellerman. But other than that, they shouldn't have I hate it when you see guys like Skip Bayless talking about fighting and shit, and he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, on those shows, if the boxing is a big topic, you got to throw it out there. You can't not talk about it. And those are the guys you have on the show.
You do run the risk, though, of looking like a total jackass when you have no idea.
Just about every time.
Ugh.
And Stephen A. Smith will do it gladly, and he does it the way that Ray bombs, with a smile on his face and all confidence.
No, but I mean, could you imagine Teddy Atlas talking about football? It's like
I would actually love that. To be honest with you, I want to hear Teddy Atlas talk about anything
along with these guys. All right,
I want him to talk about his favorite breakfast food. Yeah, I love a toaster strudel. Yeah,
you gotta get the strawberry. You can't get anything else. It's gotta be strawberry toaster strudel, or you're getting low level. Like you're getting Oscar De La Hoya. What?
There's a De La Hoya documentary on HBO, and I haven't watched it yet. I probably will get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Also, I need to get to They Clone Tyrone. Apparently, that's good. I haven't seen that yet.
They clone Tyrone. That's the first thing that came. Oh, an old Erykah Badu song. All right. Yeah. You feel the screech? That was me pulling the brake because
100%.
I don't know why.
Also, we need a sounder of like Jim Nance or somebody like making a call of a golf shot going into the water.
Yes.
And it's in the water.
I think if we ever went behind a paywall, by the way, we should have two kinds of soundboards: shit you can't do on YouTube and shit you can do behind a paywall. Like that. Those.
Yeah, but what can't we do on YouTube?
I would want to use Tom Brenneman.
I don't think that's necessary. You say all the things you want to do behind a paywall. I don't think I want to do.
No, but that's a good question. What can't you show on here? Because they have videos of bitches getting their asses waxed.
Yeah, no, it's not much. That's what I'm saying. It's basically just misinformation. Ray's just going to have hard right conspiracy theories on his board. That's what he's going to be doing. That's what the whole show is going to be. And that's why I don't want to go to Rumble, and I don't want to do that.
I want to go to Rumble so bad instead of Twitch. I think we should cut Twitch off because barely anybody's on there, and we should fucking
because we're gonna get a new fan base that's gonna send me and Pulse death threats.
I highly doubt.
Yeah, that's what you think.
I think a lot of them, and I think I said this last week. It's definitely going to be Pulse is one of the good ones. I think we're going to get a lot of those messages.
we don't need like one of those. Threats. Like one of those, and I think we're done, right? Like
I want like tens of thousands of them being like, I really like that Pulse. He's a good fella. Like he's a good boy. Like that kind of shit. I want.
Why don't we just only do the show live from my back porch then?
I live in South Texas. I hear that type of rhetoric all.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
It's true.
Like I'm not saying anything he hasn't heard before, which Houston's always been like that though. That's the problem. Like so gross. Even like in Mission Bend, I remember going to like school with like everybody and fucking no issues between the parents ever. Like downtown for some reason, it's like
downtown is more diverse, but where I'm at, this is actually This is the good old boys club. Like this is there's some pickup driving. You know,
how many gun racks do you see on a regular basis through fucking rearview windows?
It's every other truck, man. Every other.
I bet.
Rebel flag.
Do people? I apparently this happened once, but like somebody lined their truck bed and like drove on the highway with like people in the back, and it was like a mini pool. Like people were like in the back tailgating like that, it like hanging out in a fucking truck bed without a fucking thing.
Well, I remember. No, I haven't seen that, but I remember some guy on Shark Tank. That was something he proposed. He had made like this bed liner that turned into an inflatable pool for people's beds, and you just fill it up with water. Yeah, man. I don't know what happened to that idea, but I was like, this guy might get rich, you know.
Pulse, do you know the Six Flags of Texas? You know what that is?
The theme park, Six Flags?
No. Well, it's what Six Flags was named after. It's the Six Flags of Texas, the Six Flags of the nations or the territories that used to rule over Texas.
Oh no, I don't. I probably learned at one point, but I do not.
Yeah, it's Mexico. Is it France, Spain? Something. It was Republic of Texas, I think, and then America. But then the last one, that's the fun one. That's the Confederacy.
For a hot minute, they weren't fully in.
But that's what the Six Flags of Texas is, and one of them is the Confederacy, and they named a theme park after it.
Yeah, they did. So, Six Flags over Astro World, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Went there once as a little kid.
Raise your hand. Which one?
Huh?
You said raise your hand. What?
Did I?
No, he said raise your hand. Johnny says raise your hand, Tim.
Yeah, which one? I got 4 of them, bro.
Wait. Both of you guys, did you go to Astro World?
I didn't.
As a kid, yeah, we went for. I remember like we did the one like whitewater rapid ride when that they had that like splashed over the fucking wall. I remember that one. I don't really remember that many because I was too young to ride roller coasters. So there were certain things I could go on, certain things I couldn't. But yeah, I remember.
I think I know the one you're talking about. It's like you're in a log and you're going through.
Yeah,
that's the only one I did. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never ridden on any other roller coaster other than that.
Really? You've never done roller coasters before?
I refuse. They had one called Grease Lightning.
All right, we're bringing them up to Cedar Point.
Yeah.
My life is real enough. I don't need that. I don't need that type of.
That is, yeah. Well, I could see that point, but like we need to bring you up here to Sandusky.
Yes.
Where
it's the number 1 park in the world, I think. Still,
Cedar Point is the name of the. It's one of the coaster capitals of the world. Like they outdo other amusement parks around the world. Like they actually right now, what is it? They're making what the largest or the tallest, fastest roller coaster.
Well, they've had it before, and then when it's gotten beat, they'll knock one down and build a new one. They're not just knock down the Top Thrill Dragster.
They're rebuilding the Top Fuel Dragster to make it faster and higher. So it's like the world's largest one-shot roller coaster or some shit. It's
I did it. It's like a
bro.
It's
awesome.
I'm good. Ever since I saw that movie Final Destination, that really
Also because of where the park sits, you get the top of some of these coasters, you can see Canada.
Yeah, legit. Yeah,
because it's right on the lake, so all you see is just lake and then a little bit. What is that? It's fucking Canada, bro. And then boom.
Yeah, I want to get you at least on like the Raptor. Get him on the Raptor
How
where his legs are dangling.
You only have to ride roller coasters that they will let me on. They won't let me on all of them. Dude, I stumbled upon this either TikTok, like a shorts channel, whatever they call it now, Reels, Fat Travels. It's the fat guy. He's like, he's traveling as fat. We're all fat. He's like, you just gotta give reviews of like how places are for fat people, and I find it very helpful.
Your only states Tim's gonna go to after watching that are like Nebraska,
Texas,
fucking Memphis, Nashville, and that's it. Maybe Texas. Texas will hold anybody of any size, but like it's.
Well, I appreciate the offer, but in all honesty, I probably won't do it. Like, I don't want to go like. I don't want to bungee jump. I don't want to skydive. Skydiving is even. I don't understand why people do that. You pay money.
I'm too fat for all those things, so just do what I do. Just get too fat.
I wouldn't do it. Like, what if your chute doesn't open? You know.
Well, here's the thing, man. You wouldn't feel it. It'd be.
I mean, why?
Like,
I just don't
you hit the
understand.
ground, you disintegrate. So.
Why do people pay money to do such things? I just don't understand it.
I would probably like to. Honestly, I could be talked into it.
I'm good.
No, skydiving, no, but I will do one thing next time I go to Vegas, which probably it'll be the stratosphere. You can go up to the top of the tower and bungee jump.
Oh, bungee jump.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that one thing that it's just like you go up to it and it just drops. You know what I'm saying?
What they do is they have like a roller coaster-y kind of, or not like one of those like stupid spider wheels that you can ride on where it goes on like up like this and then back down, and it's got like harnesses and shit. But to be honest with you, I've always wanted to drop, like I wanted to try the bungee jump from the Strat. I think that would be the most wild experience ever, is see Vegas just like drop behind everything.
I would skydive before I bungee jump. 100%.
Fuck no. Either. Why would, like, what if the cord snaps?
Yeah, I don't trust that.
You paid money to
It's my time. I paid $35 for it. Let's go.
Plus, if you skydive, you got to do it tandem. So there's someone experienced, you know, you're holding on to you. So
yeah, but what if it's his time to go, Tim? I don't want to be the person to go with him.
Then it means it's your time too.
Fuck that, bro. I don't want to be with.
Screw it. Let's all go one of those those flying squirrel suits. Let's do that.
I would do that. I would actually do that.
Things you can't like. You have to be an expert every time you jump. Like, I don't know how you train for that. Like,
I don't want to hang glide. I don't want to.
Oh, parasail. We can parasail here.
Like
airport. There's an airport in my backyard. We're gonna go parasailing.
You know these thrill seekers that will like go down Niagara Falls in a barrel and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, man? I don't want to do any of that shit, man. I really don't.
My favorite like Niagara Falls story is the guy that Dan Aykroyd talked about on Rogan, where he was like, this guy had his agent on his back and on a tightrope walked the length from Canada to Niagara Falls with his manager on his back, and he was cooking him breakfast in like a hot pot-bellied stove kind of scenario, front and back, and made this motherfucker goddamn eggs over Niagara Falls. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, I know that. It's like one family. That's all the like the dangerous tightrope walkers have all been the same family. I forget their names. But yeah, that guy's.
Fuck that, man.
What if that was the only thing that can get you off, man? That's it.
All right, David Carradine, what are you fucking doing?
Not that kind of off. I mean, like, just you know what I mean.
Bro, that's the most embarrassing way to fucking die. I mean,
what? I know Chris Cornell, man, must have been like red faced at the gates of heaven.
Wait, how did he go?
Same way.
Allegedly.
Oh, really? I thought he overdosed.
No, he hung himself.
It depends who you ask.
He was in a hotel room alone, Pulse.
While he was masturbating?
No one said that.
That's the went. That's like.
Oh, listen, the precedent is that if he is, you tell everybody, right? Because this is what happened to the lead singer of NXS, right? Everyone told everybody what happened to him. We all know what happened to him.
Oh, the guy from NXS. One of my favorite Family Guy bits, too. I'm going to have a bag over my head like that boy from NXS. He's trying to get his.
Give you what you need. Yeah.
I need it tonight.
Slide with me. Give moments.
Apparently, hold on. Pulse, Houston Astros players like in the 80s and 90s, blah, 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 blah. And you others might know my pitching coach from my all-star team, Tim Browning.
Tom Browning.
Tom Browning
was a pitcher, wasn't
he? Yeah. Yeah, he was the pitching coach apparently for Johnny Smith. And then he was like, guess not. No, we're getting to it. We're in the middle of something. But Chris Cornell
talking about masturbating and dying.
Yes. Chris Cornell, it could have been depression, and I'm not disparaging him for whatever shit he did and all that kind of stuff. Probably a troubled guy. I mean, the lyrics of a lot of Soundgarden songs are pretty fucking dark. But, who cares? If it was his kink and he fucked up, you fucked up doing kink. It's all good. I'm not going to shame you for it.
A year or two period that Cornell, Scott Weiland, and Chester Bennington all died. Like, it was all pretty close, wasn't it?
Can I give an unpopular opinion on this show?
Nope.
Please?
Nope, we only go with the flow here. We're trying to get. You
mentioned somebody that's apropos to my point here, or is part of my point, which is Chester Bennington. I'm gonna go on record right now on this podcast. Tim, you can fight me on it. Do whatever you want. Pulse, you can fight me on it.
Are you gonna say that Linkin Park is overrated? Uh-oh.
You know what, Pulse? Why you gotta take my fucking? Why you gotta take my fire?
I just felt like that's where you were going, man.
I respect the line of work, but I just think they're not as good as some other new metal bands out there.
It was just only them. Only they sounded like them, though. Like
I get it.
That was the cool thing about them.
I'm not saying I didn't like Linkin Park.
And they had rappers the white kids could do. It was it was nice. One thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. The design is trying to explain in due time that all I know. You see, it's like I went out to learn that. It just gets stuck in your head.
But to me, like with Linkin Park, yes, they had some really great albums, but I felt like they dropped off towards the end.
Well, they wanted to do different shit.
No pun intended.
That makes sense. They wanted to, their last album was really different. Like, they wanted to do different shit. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, people say sometimes, like, what are they doing? Are they selling out? I'm like, well, they're human beings. Most people like more than one style of music. And if you're playing the same style of music, you want to try other shit. Like, I don't understand. Like, sometimes it is a hard sellout. That does make sense. But a lot of times I'm like, well, they wanted to write a pop song. Like, I like, who doesn't like some pop music, right?
I wouldn't.
Pop song.
Oh, Pulse, do me a favor. Pull up Johnny's comment right here because I want this to be on the stream.
But it's just, you guys said that you love Creed. So it's like, how are you going to say that Linkin Park are selling?
Okay. I'm not saying my opinions all the time are fantastic. All right?
Mine are spotless.
I send Tim before every show the Marlins. No, you put it up again because it didn't show up on the screen for me.
Only one sound. No, that's not true.
I disagree with even that. I don't know. Like, it to me, especially at that time, like I was more into like Slipknot, Disturbed. I was into like heavy shit. To me, like Linkin Park, I'm like, yeah, kind of at that time.
100%. I can see you being that kid.
Come on, Pulse. Why you gotta chew your gum like that? Jess Moss. Who's Jess Moss?
It's one of those two. It's all that matters.
Oh, it's Jess. All right. Hey, Jess. Good to see you. JBM. Good to see you, sir. And keeping that bit going from a long time ago.
Well, you called it out, so it was less funny now. I was actually like, good. He's not going to call it out. He did good. Then he calls it out.
But we have new listeners. They don't know this shit. We got to explain sometimes.
Well, no, you don't have to.
If you missed,
sometimes you got to get rewarded for being here a long time.
That is a good point, Tim.
See,
that
I
is
make
a good
points
point
all the time. Anyway, what were we talking about? No, Pulse has been. Luckily, he doesn't have a good mic, because we'd be able to hear him chew the gum.
Yeah, if he would have been on mic, I'd be like, ASMR, bro, turn down turn down the gain. Seriously,
like y'all can't hear me smacking, right?
No, you're fine. We can't hear you, but it's funny you got called out by somebody.
Yeah, I am waiting for you.
Like, we don't care.
You're not dipping on the show, just like
that. To be honest with you, that would be awesome. Like, at least one of us does. Yeah.
I mean, I think the only one who's had a dip in on this show has been my brother. I think we need to get him back on to play Who Dat.
Oh yes, we need Who Dat back on this show. It's like a cow grazing on grass. But he blows good bubbles. Like every time he like blows a fucking bubble out, I'm like, or I see the white come out, I'm like, oh, he's blowing a bubble. I wish I could do that. I can't do that. Can you guys do that?
Blow a bubble and gum?
No.
I mean, I can. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best ever, but I can definitely do it.
I cannot.
Can you whistle?
Even. That's the best I got.
Really? You can't whistle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. I can't curl my tongue.
No.
But both my parents. This is something that's kind of weird. Both of my parents could curl their tongue, so I kind of get why they were together for so long. But 21 years. They were together 21 years before my dad died.
No, this is the joke. This is getting the thumbs down. It's that joke.
Hold on. Pulse, go to brand real quick. Go to overlays. We're going to bring something back real quick. An old photo from Bucket that I kept in the goddamn thing. It says thumbs down guy in photos under bad Baker close-up. Press that for Tim.
You don't have to. I have him right here.
No, people need to see him.
You see him right here.
Which one?
It says thumbs down guy.
Okay.
Show that on stream. Yep.
Again, right here.
Oh, there you go.
Done.
You take it off.
Dunier.
Yeah, you're welcome, fucker.
Say that last name.
Gary.
Dunier?
M?
It's Dunaier. You think it's French, like Cajun, like Dunier?
Probably Dunier. Yeah.
That's my guess.
I want to get him on the podcast. He probably just is like a Facebook message.
Probably.
But no, yeah, man.
The last time I tried to get someone, not last time, but one of the times I tried to get someone on Facebook who I have not met before, and he ended up killing himself in prison not too long after that. So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I remember that, Travis Fulton. Like, I asked him to be on the show, and like a month later, he gets indicted on child porn charges, and then he gets convicted, and then he kills himself. So I'm like, well, I would like to have him on less now.
Speaking of, who was the lead singer of Lost Prophets?
Oh, I don't remember his name, but yeah, he's still in jail, isn't he?
Dude, he got taken hostage.
What?
And got stabbed a bunch.
In jail?
In jail. A riot broke out. Pulse, look.
Were they singing
up.
last Train Home as they were stabbing
prison riot.
Well, it's still tomorrow. Forget the sorrow.
I won't be on the last train home.
I hope so.
Yeah, look up Pulse. Bring that up, which is Lost Prophets lead singer prison riot. Lost Prophets, all one word, and then prison riot. You'll see it come up. Dude, yeah, he got apparently this fucking Aaron something. What the fuck was his name? He's doing something.
You know what? I don't even want to say his name. Fuck that guy.
Okay, I agree with you. I'll take that explanation.
I'll just say it's the guy who was a singer of Lost Prophets. However,
yeah,
I will say Last Train Home was a good tune.
I know.
That's what kind of makes it suck. You're like,
I put that with because it was played a lot for. Yeah, they played it a lot for the NHL playoffs one year, And I'm just like, you motherfucker. Like, knowing that he is associated in any way with a hockey event in my life that I loved.
The song stuck in my head.
Knives, pulse, leaves. Somebody says knives or shit. If we were to yell shank, Pulse, would you know to duck and cover at that point?
What?
Nothing.
There we go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fucking this motherfucker.
While serving a 29-year sentence for child sex offenses, the shocking news has emerged from the Mirror newspaper, revealing that Watkins was stabbed while incarcerated at HMP Wakefield. Now, you guys don't know how small this print is for me. It's the fact that I could read that is really impressive.
Yeah, I can. I'm actually putting the show full screen so I can actually read it because I couldn't read it.
Yeah, I'm not even full screen.
But yeah, he got fucking got stabbed, bro. Like, I love it. Fucking love it. Piece of shit. Fucking preyed on mothers and of like fucking fans and shit.
That's
like
so fucked up, man.
He's one of the biggest pieces of garbage ever. Him and Cosby, both. Like, fuck him and fuck Bill Cosby.
You know what?
Like,
I want
to.
Maybe we should get him and R. Kelly to do a good prison duet.
R. Kelly, you know what? He married Aaliyah at
the sodomy blues, we'll call it. Still tomorrow, forget the song. All right.
Oh, he's probably his hole must just look like a gaping wound from like
axe spelunking.
Just being sold for all kinds of shit. Like, there's this guy
ramen. Anyway, you think how much ramen has been transferred for that man's ass? All right, that's enough of this talk, guys. Let's move on to something else.
You know what? I don't even think he's worth ramen. Like, he's like a cigarette. Like, a cigarette, you can have him. Like, he's not even worth much.
Are you talking about R. Kelly or the guy from
Lost Prophets?
Oh, okay.
R. Kelly, I mean, you know, he did do the remix to Ignition, so I kind of I
that's true, and I'm not trying to be rude, but
but hey, young girl, I'm feeling you.
Again for you. Do things too. Oh, dude, remix to Ignition is a good tune, but so is Last Train Home. You know, so it is what it is.
Man.
All right, let's talk about something besides prison rape. Moving on.
Well, prison rape's fun, especially if it's a chomo. If it's a chomo, it gets what it gets.
I wish we read a Bible verse or something. Get us back to even.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy come on.
No.
Altar boys.
Right. No, that's not. I don't. That's the new version. We're talking about the old. No, that's not nice.
I think I do know that fully, which is sad. Like, I shouldn't know that prayer so fucking easily. Yeah.
I think so too.
We won't do it on this show. We don't want to give you guys like the impression that we're fucking religious.
Sermons. However, I do have the sermon for my new church somewhere. The Church of Creed.
Yes. Do you have your sermon?
Yeah, somewhere.
Then let me be your Pulse. You go.
I'm not doing this now.
Okay, I was gonna ask Pulse Black Church questions.
Well, you can do that, I guess.
So, what's the guy that comes out before the other?
Why do you think he knows this?
Guy?
Deacon?
The
yes, the deacon. Okay, I'll be Tim's deacon in the Church of Creed, just like his hype man for the entire thing. I'm more cultured than Tim.
It's not true.
Bitch, you live in one of the whitest cities on the planet. I don't want to hear it.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to church. Hold on, let me find this.
Yes! Mr. Randy Watson, yes! I have a dream, the people of the world.
See if I can find it.
This is the Church of Creed, Everybody look to the sky and praise Stapp. Yes.
Quiet.
Praise Scott Stapp for what he has done.
Dude, number one, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 paragraphs.
Did you just like tell ChatGPT to make you a sermon that's like 3 hours long?
No, I mean it's probably a few minutes though.
Oh, Johnny Smith, hallelujah, my brother. Can you take me higher? Is what I want to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of the Church of Creed, I stand before you today to celebrate the power of music and profound impact it can have on our lives. As followers of the band Creed, we have come together in faith, united by the melodies and lyrics that have touched our souls. Let us gather in reverence and reflection as we dive into the teachings embedded in their songs. You want me to keep going?
Yes.
I don't think I want to do this right now.
Okay.
We'll do it next week, and I'll get into it. But yeah, it's going to take 5 minutes to get through this thing.
All right. I like it. Tim, did you watch Wash Your Hair with WD-40 today?
It's getting hot, and I'm back on the Prozac, which means I'm sweating more than usual.
So you have a little sexual
sweaty
frustration?
And wet. What?
You have a little sexual frustration?
I've been having that for about 8 years. So
a little lack of motivation?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a strange disease.
Oh, the band. I get it. I got you.
I'm probably one of the only people in the world that still like reveres Prozac for the awesome songs that they put out.
I revere it for keeping me from, crying myself to sleep at night.
I don't know. Strange Disease used to make me cry at like 12. I felt lonely. And it was like 2 weeks ago, you said you'd never leave me. And I'm like,
all right. You want to try to save the show and talk about some fights?
Yeah,
man, I want to talk about that fight so bad that I can't talk about.
I know, Tim, but we can't until it's fully announced. Once it's announced, everything will be put on this show. We're going to go live no matter what. Like, I'm going to call you on Instagram Live or Facebook Live, or I might even make a quick emergency stream.
I'm going to say
so
4 words.
Talk about this fight.
I'm going to say 4 words and nothing else.
I like it. You'll be in bed. I'll be in my work truck.
Yes.
I'll try and block the logos that I'm wearing with a hoodie that's in my truck.
Let me bang, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bang, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
But no. Once that, if and when it gets announced,
I should. You know what? I'll ask before next Tuesday if it's not announced by then, if I'm allowed to, because Cage Thunder has a fight coming up this Saturday. It's an amateur card, and I think they probably will announce it.
Yeah,
right after
that'd probably be the main event. I mean, that has to be the fucking main event.
Yeah, it has to. That's like all the other pros.
Just based
on
off
that
the name.
Just all the other pros on that card only have a few fights. So,
but it's based off. It's like pro wrestling, bro. Like you sell the tickets on the legend, and in this case, the legend can fight still and actually do his infamous. Then sometimes you bring an infamous guy in. Who
the guy he's fighting can sell out that venue by himself, and he's done.
Yeah.
So.
Which is why I want to be there if it's the fucking case. Like, I want to see this fight with all my... This is one of the only times I'll ever say I want to go to a local mixed martial arts promotion just to witness this fight, because I kind of know one guy and I know the other guy from where he's from. So it's it sounds dude, if that fucking fight happens, I swear to God, I will message the promoters and be like, I will show up with $30 alone, 35, 50, 45. I don't care how much. I need to see this fight. I need personally to see this.
I know 2 people selling tickets to that fight. I can get you one.
Okay. Then
you got to get down there, though. You got to get down there, though.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's why I'd probably get two tickets, one for the person that brought me. And
I'm sorry, everyone. We're just talking cryptically. We're talking. Well,
we are, but we have to because it hasn't been announced.
What we can say. What we're talking about. It's a fight card for this promotion, Cage Thunder. that's in the area, and they have a pro-am coming up on September 9th, and we're talking about one fight specifically. We already know two guys we've had on the show, pro fighters, who Brogan Enders and Lucas Mass are going to be on that card.
Yes.
But there's another one that hasn't been announced yet that I heard about from the source yesterday, and I'm really excited for
it. Like, regardless of whatever, and I end up going to this fight, I need to. Come on, Pulse. What are you doing?
He dropped his Gene Rayburn mic.
Yes. But this is a fight that I would love to go to just to meet the people I've interviewed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually make a face-to-face. Like, hey, man, pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being on the show. And, you know, win, lose, or draw, talk to them, get to know them, and then have them back on the show because they were great interviews. Great fucking interviews. That's the one thing. Like, people need to know that. If you need nothing else about this show, go to our YouTube, go to our main or go to our videos tab in the YouTube channels and go look at our interviews. Our interviews are some of the best that we've had. Like, we've been 100% every single time.
We've had 100%. I don't know if we've performed 100%, but the interviewees have all been 100%.
Yeah. And we've had great guests on this show. People that you should know, people that are great people. I'm drunk, so please remind me of the name. We love him. He's in Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah
Bronner. Watkins. Isaiah Bronner is a pro wrestler, right? And the current AIW in absolute champion. Shout out. I would love to have him on the show just to talk about his theme song. It's Fun by The Game, which is an acronym.
Yeah, and I think I know what the acronym
is. It's a great song too. Like, I love that song for real. Pulse, do you know of that song?
Wait, which one?
Do you know the Game, right? The rapper?
Yeah.
You know that song Fun that he has?
No.
Dude, it opens so fire immediately. I won't say what the word was, but
I think I know what the word was.
The opening line is, all I do is get drunk and high. I be fucking, they be mad at, or bitches, they be mad as fuck. And then I say, man, fun. Yeah, it's one of the greatest wrestling theme songs on planet goddamn
Can we
Earth.
have a new segment where Ray tries to explain rap lyrics? just give him a song and he's like, okay, he just paraphrases rap lyrics. Like, okay, so
Oh, I used to have a joke about T-Pain.
What he's trying to say here.
No, I would rather not say what they're trying to
say. That's what it is. We have the lyrics, and then you go and say what you think the song is about.
This song is about the inner struggle of hood life. Just get really like analytical. But no, Isaiah Watkins is one of my favorite people in the world. We need to get him back on, see how the Kip family's doing. I've seen him post a few times on Facebook.
He's had a fight in a minute.
No, but he just had a kid, man. Like, you gotta.
The one person we're talking about hasn't had a fight in 4 years. So,
yeah. Again, if this happens, I'm absolutely. I will Venmo the promoter directly and be like, it's one or two people. That's all we need. 2 people will stand by the wall. I want to see this card. For the love of God, 2 people. Let in 2. Who cares if the fire marshal's going to be pissed? Let's go.
I'm poor Pulse doesn't know what we're talking about, so I'm gonna message Pulse what we're talking about, but just ask him not to tell anybody.
Yes, secrecy, Pulse.
Yeah, I can keep it secret, but I just gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, brother, go do what you gotta do. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because it's like, right after I go to Pittsburgh for payback in September. It's like a week after, I think. Yeah, September 9th.
Okay.
Tim?
Yes, what? That's the 9th. The 9th is that. And then the 13th is when I go to Pittsburgh.
But
pretty excited for that too, man. Fucking bowling for soup.
Yeah, dude, I'm happy for you. I
had so much fun. 2 years. I went 2 years ago, and it was Pittsburgh. I wish it was at Jurgles again because Jurgles is like outside the city and it's nice. And anyway, what was the next? But it's at that church. But yeah, it's so much fun going by myself. I'm like, you know what? This was great. I think it's the one band I would definitely. I mean, I've seen other bands by myself, but Bowling for Soup, I saw him a bunch when I was younger. Then I didn't see him for a long time, and when I saw him again, I saw him once last year too. But when I saw him 2 years ago in Pittsburgh, I'm like, why don't I see them every time they're in town? I'm going to try. And they're not coming to Cleveland or Columbus, so I had to go to Pittsburgh. So.
Yeah, that I'm lucky. Flogging Molly is coming here, and I don't have to travel. Because I'd have to like Greyhound bus myself to fucking like Pittsburgh or Detroit if they didn't come to Cleveland. But the that's I'm actually, you know what I'm really excited for when I go to Pittsburgh in a couple weeks?
Panani Brothers.
I get to witness somebody's virgin first time.
First time what?
Eating Permane Brothers.
Oh, you did that with me.
I know, and I got excited, and I'm excited for this guy because it's John from the UFC Columbus show.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been to Pittsburgh in his life, like ever, which is weird to me.
Hey, until we went, I've only ever went when well, that's not true. I went a couple times. So I take that back, but not a lot.
To have him. I'm gonna try and time this like right before the pay-per-view, like it's our dinner kind of thing, or it's like the post-show fucking thing because Permane Brothers is 24/7.
That one is, yeah. The one I went to last time, not the one you took me to, but the one I went to when I went to the Bowling for Soup show was like an Applebee's. It was Panani Brothers, but it had the feel of like an Applebee's.
His first time has to be downtown. Like, has to be. It cannot be fucking thing. It can't be like an offshoot. It's gotta be.
That's probably the better experience. Although I remember I had the same
for your first time, yes.
I had the same sandwich for both places, and I remember it being the same. So
yeah, I mean, Permane Brothers prides itself on being the same, but like, if you ever go to a Permane Brothers sandwich thing, it's got to be the OG for your first time. And then.
You get that message I sent you, Pulse?
Yes.
Dude, I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, man, I want to talk about it. I want to have both guys on more than I want to breathe. Like, I want this to be a thing where.
Well, I know one guy's definitely in to be on here, but it'd be great if we can get him on at the same time.
That's what I want.
That'd be fun. I mean, that'd be fun.
Fuck yeah, baby. To have both of them fucking shit talking and doing whatever they got to do, I'm fucking in, baby.
Andrew's not much of a shit talker, but he will talk
shit, back. You said a word. You said a name.
Oh, I did. I've been drinking. It's fine. Fuck. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine.
How is it? I'm almost done with like my shitty small bottle.
Because you're more of an alcoholic than I am. We know this.
This is true. This is very, very, very true. But like, yeah, don't say names.
It's okay. It's okay. It's an first name. No one's listening anyway. It's fine.
We got an audience. Fine. We got a small audience right now, bro.
It's fine. We didn't out anybody. It's fine.
Some bitch.
We probably if I would have asked, it probably would have been fine. But I just didn't ask. So,
Pulse, what were you gonna ask?
Oh, nothing. No,
I thought you were gonna say something.
No, but since the cat's out of the bag, are you gonna name his opponent now, or
no?
Okay.
No, yeah.
I only said a first name. That doesn't matter at all.
I ain't saying nothing.
But it's exciting though, right? I think a little bit. Well, you don't know the guy like we do, but it's just
Huge. That would be that should
For
be
a-
pay
for
per
a
view
local-
level.
For a local, especially local Akron, MMA show, that's going to be
Don't give locations.
We already said it was an Akron. We already talked about that.
True.
Because it's the same one. We already talked about that. Calm down.
I know. But no, yeah, that'll be fun. But I am kind of excited for Rafael dos Anjos and Vicente Luque.
Santos still headlining fights at, how old is he?
Mid-30s.
Doing it forever. He's like 37.
Sanjos is 39.
39?
Is he? Wow.
Also, did you guys hear my boy Derek Lewis, man, signed an 8-fight deal?
Yeah, he did. That actually bummed me out because what I wanted to happen is I wanted him to get his $2 million fight with PFL.
He likes UFC. He likes being
that's
on
where
pay-per-view.
he wants to be. That's fine. And if he thinks he got enough, when 8 fights, all right, here we go. What are the? Is he gonna fight 8 more fights? No way. There's no way, right?
He'll fight fucking up and comers.
There's no way he gets 8 fights out of that body. I don't think so, man. He's had so many back problems.
Have you? He was slimmed down though. He had a 6-pack, bro.
But he's had so many back problems. I'm not saying it's gonna.
But if he's got a 6-pack, he cares about his cardio now. Like he really gives a shit.
Yeah, but he has a back injury. It's different.
Okay, he got a backiotomy. Who knows what the fuck happened? Like
a what?
A backiotomy.
Okay.
Doctor says I need a backiotomy.
The man that does his own research right here.
I like his chances so long as he can ball his fists.
Yeah.
I guess, man.
I mean, think about it, dude. Like some of the wins he's had recently, Curtis Blades, where Curtis went for a double leg takedown and he fucking uppercutted his head into fucking God knows where.
Bro, Derek Lewis has some wins, like some names on his record. Like when you think about it, he has a win over Ngannou. Wasn't the greatest fight, but still. Only guy other than Stipe to claim he has a win over Ngannou. Like you mentioned, Curtis Blades, Volkov, who's fighting Tai Tuivasa coming up. I mean, he's done some tremendous things, and he is the knockout king of the company. So
yeah, and he's a great personality. Like I talk about it on the show. I gravitate to guys like Derek Lewis.
Do you think I don't love Derek Lewis? Of course
I'm
I
not
do.
saying you don't love Derek Lewis, but like you can't let that guy go to another sport, or you can't let him go to another company. He's too valuable as a personality to not be who he is.
Listen, if he's signed that he's happy with what he's getting, that's all that matters. So
yeah.
So I don't know.
Pulse, turn down your computer a little bit, brother.
Okay, my bad.
You're good, bro. Gotta get you headphones. Plug in.
Or maybe just like a phone that goes on vibrate, maybe.
Turn it down. I hear myself.
It's like someone called. Am I caller number 7?
Oh God. Ooh, that hurt. Ow. I don't know why that hurt so much. But yeah. A little bit more.
Fix that. What's going on? Yeah.
There we are.
Casey likes turtles. Oh.
I can still hear myself, Pulse.
Why? Why can we hear ourselves?
Who are you talking to ruin this show, Pulse?
Wait, what happened?
We can hear ourselves coming through the speaker, bro.
Okay.
Did you not change anything?
What happened?
Hello? Yeah, we can hear ourselves from your
computer speaker. Yeah, we can hear you through a computer speaker.
We couldn't before,
computer
but
speaker.
we can now.
Like still right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
A little bit more. There we are. Nope, still can hear.
Yep. Do you have headphones?
Like shitty ones that can string.
I do, but I don't see that where I can plug it. Hold on, let me see.
There should be a little tiny hole.
Well, it's weird that it was fine forever, then all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it happens.
Well, so tomorrow I'm taking my niece to see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to see it. So I'm like, well, I'll see if she wants to go. I mean, so I don't have to go see that movie by myself like a weirdo.
Agreed.
But it's weird. It's like the younger one doesn't want to go. She used to complain when I wouldn't take her to the movies, and I started taking her. But then I asked if she wanted to go, and she doesn't want to go. So I'm only taking the older one. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wants the fucking thing, man.
Although I have to go all the way out to get them, and they live like 25 minutes from me. But
yeah, that is a bitch.
I didn't think I had to when I offered to do that because I thought they were going to be in town, staying at my sister-in-law's mom's house, which is a lot closer than that. But I didn't know, and I already said I would, and it's fine. I don't have anything else going on. But hello,
Pulse.
Is there still an echo?
No, you're fine.
Yeah. You hear it?
Why is there an echo?
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it's coming from. I mean, it's definitely somewhere on his end, but I don't know what specifically. Especially if his headphones are in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Do you have a phone on or something?
No.
You don't have the stream on anything else?
Uh-uh. 1 second. I'll be back.
That is strange. Well, we're about at the time anyway, aren't we?
Yeah. We'll
we did pretty good this week logging in time.
Yeah, we did very well.
We did like 6 hours this week.
I like it.
Punching the clock.
I can't fucking. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh no, Tim.
Oh
no.
He's fired. No, he's not fired.
No. We'll continue to give him chances. But no, yeah, I think it's about time. We call it a night, and we appreciate you guys being here as always, and we shall see.
What, you got anything else,
guys? Next week after huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
What?
Nothing. I asked.
We'll see you guys next.
Just end the show. You keep freezing. End the show.
No, that was just me because you were talking over me. You fuck.
No, you froze.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Don't interrupt me while I'm interrupting you.
We appreciate you as always being here, and as always, we'll see you at the Kumite, fam.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try. Keep that in mind. I think every white kid about my age knows the lyrics to that song.